Hi Brawlers, and welcome to my review of the final episode of Armored Alliance. I'm Haru Ren. So spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this final episode yet, go back and watch it now. But if you have, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of the final episode of Armored Alliance. The first part is Haavik's final show. We continue with the finale, and in case you missed it, it's two ultimate Bakugan against each other, but not before Haavik commits a terrorist attack on Brakistan. Yes, Drago and Sabra are still going at it. Meanwhile, Benton managed to find out how to disarm the bomb, and with what's going on outside...
What is that? They merged?
Okay, that is some Transformers level bullcrap. They merged like they're organic instead of mechanical, but Magnus beats it easily. I was expecting a little bit more better, longer fights, but whatever. And Drago and Sabra are still going out on it, but it seems Haavik's previous arc of being human is complete. Even Dan acknowledged that Haavik has become a real brawler because of the thrill Haavik has been feeling, which lately he has been acknowledging leading up to this moment. It's really satisfying that it's finally come full circle.
I've never ever felt such exhilaration!
Sounds like you've become a real brawler.
Yes, so it would seem!
But you know, at the very least, they change up the fight every time we cut back to the action. They pull off some moves, they use Baku gear on each other, at least the action changes up to keep it fresh, and so it's not boring to look at or seems like they're dragging this on for the sake of length, especially since, you know, Earth is gonna blow up and stuff. Oh yeah, Gorillion and Tico are still arguing, and of course the exchange is still very good. Gorillion is still an ass, he really seems like he has given up on Dan and Drago.
I will use the Great Core Cell to separate Vestroya from Earth.
Are you willing to abandon Dragonoid and the others like that?
I will if it means saving Vestroya.
So Drago is losing because Haavik gave his powers to Sabra to make him more ultimate. But then every single Awesome Brawler's Bakugan merged with Dragon Infinity to become even more ultimate? Okay, this is kind of bordering on too much. It's quite literally the equivalent of I'm stronger infinity, I'm stronger double infinity, so on and so on that two kids argue about in the schoolyard. It's really to the point where Dan is just pulling off Yu-Gi-Oh levels of screw the rules, the world is ending. But you know, over all of that, I do enjoy the subtle symbolism they're doing here. While I said before that Sabra is an artificially created fusion, so it seems like his power is fake strength, while Drago has natural strength, the powers they're getting become bigger are completely different, and could make up the difference to decide the fight. Haavik is only giving Sabra his individual powers to boost him, while Dragon Infinity gets his power from everyone around him. Sabra having to depend on one person to get strong, while Drago relies on the strength of every one of his allies to be strong. It really speaks volumes to the subtle message, really. So it does not totally seem like plot armor and more like a natural victory, and really adds more to the story. Like it or not, Drago's victory is earned here. So we continue with Miracle Planet, where the action just gets more intense as it goes on. Oh, and Tico and Gorillion stopped fighting because Gorillion heard the core cell speak to him, telling him not to do it. What an ass! Eventually, Dragon Infinity got the sword, which is gold instead of black and gray like in the real-life toy. Seriously, what is up with that? Okay, how come Sabra's Bakugan animation all of a sudden recycled old footage and turned them back to normal Sabra? The last part showed Sabra X Pyravian's Bakugear. Whoops! And I really think the battle should have been decided here, but they made Drago go under Sabra and just did the whole collapsing thing instead. Here, let me fix this scene for you.
There it goes!
Like I said, we can't lose.
There you go, so much better. Haavik is defeated and Sabra just fell apart to individual Bakugan, and then Mechanoids arrive to arrest Haavik.
I'll just have to wipe them out, along with this planet!
Wait!
Just kidding!
Wow, okay, you got me there. I thought we had to outright kill you for this to be over. Magnus could have gotten so much satisfaction from that. I really think maybe it's because Haavik might have run out of energy to destroy due to that battle. I'm not sure, it seems to be what I'm getting from this.
Okay, but what are you gonna do about all these mechanoids?
I don't know what you expect them to do, Winton. You know, those Mechanoids are as incompetent as the security force, you could catch him right now. Now I'm starting to figure out how Haavik keeps getting away from you all the time.
Very well, Awesome Brawlers! Let's Bakugan battle again sometime!
Wow, that one line alone somehow made Haavik likable. Can't believe it. I really am gonna miss that guy somehow. But did you seriously just let Haavik get away? Sure, your planet is safe, but everywhere else in the galaxy sure isn't. He's just going to destroy something else. Stop him now! You have the mechanoids there right now to help you! But what about Team Haavik? They've been released from Haavik's control and... That's it? The antagonist team that practically carried this season just gets a quick shot and then that's it? But unfortunately, we get the saddest scene in the entire series. Because of all the energy they used in the battle, all of the Bakugan have to go to sleep for years, otherwise they'll die. And honestly, I shed a tear at this part because when you've become quite invested in these Bakugan for a while, it's naturally hard to see them go. We only just got introduced to Feral, Auxiliator, Gilator, Batrix, Ramparian, Cyrus, and Treacherous. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some this season, and now they're just being taken away from us already. It's just sad.
They must return to the maze and enter a healing hibernation.
You didn't say anything!
We didn't know how to tell you.
They must return to Vestroia to heal. They must go as soon as possible.
They all spend the last days together. Drago wants one more battle to close the season, even though I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because remember the life force. And the episode ends with the zoom in on the picture frame finally closing out the season. So that was the final episode of Armored Alliance. Let me know what your rating of the show was in the comments down below. This was the absolute finale of the second season that was the culmination of a lot of story arcs and characters coming together for one last final battle. Everyone, even if it's in the background, got a chance to shine. Nobody was left out. It was an intense battle where the action between Haavik and Dan kept bringing in new things to keep it fresh. The ending though, I would argue could have been done a little better. Instead of letting Haavik go, the mechanoid should have taken Haavik away with the Awesome Brawlers' help so that the Awesome Brawlers' victory would feel a whole lot more meaning, knowing not only did they save Earth and Vestroia, but also other planets from Haavik. And the part where all the Awesome Brawlers Bakugan had to say goodbye, while it was extremely emotional moment, it wasn't all the way it could have been. What I would have done would be having Drago and the others before going through a gate have a hugely emotional goodbye and end it with the Bakugan passing through before the final shot, with Dan promising everyone will meet each other again. But otherwise, this is pretty fine. You know how you can enhance the emotional moment if there was some tears rolling down their faces. It's just my own suggestions. Also, Team Haavik should have gotten a better send-off too. But this finale was pretty great, and when it was over, Drago said it the best.
I'm tired. So very tired.
This gets the highest BakuTastic. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me as we reviewed the entire season of Armored Alliance. We finally did it. And if you want to join us for more of the action, be sure to follow me on Twitter at HaruRen364, follow us on Instagram at BakuTalk, and join us on our official Discord set up by Evie. The link is all in the description below. Now that it's all over, I can finally just relax and just sleep the rest of the time and just... Aw, you son of a